it is. It's OOOL. You're listening to fucking OOOL right now, dude. Yeah. No pressure. Bars colder than Alaskan weather. Smoking on that distressor. Shit got me floating like a feather. Keep that Glock inside my dresser. On an upper climb like I'm on a stair stepper. Yeah. Securing the bag, doing the dash, making moves faster than the flash. Yeah. Hey yo, Mikey, hit this shit right now. Go off the top.
Hey, yo, I got something to say. Hey, here it is. I got shit on my dick, cause I'm fucking your bitch, and she licking the tip, she got lean in her spit, hey. She's on the clock when I give her top, fucking thought, anchor her pops, now he's a knot, fucking like his daughter, need a spotter. Doing the dash, moving fast, flicking ash, smoking gas, my life to rest. Stacking, but my money is stacking. Eating ass like my name is Hannibal. Bloody mouth, so.
Dude, what the fuck was that?
I don't know. I feel like it's like Satan came inside of us. Like he didn't like come in. Like we got possessed.
What the fuck? We gotta just start the show. We gotta get out of this.
How are we supposed to get out of here? Tanner? Oh god, Tanner!
God, what the fuck was that?
Did you feel that?
Were we just making a song?
I feel like you know when you have something like in you and then it leaves?
Uh-huh.
That's what I feel like right now.
Talking about like constipation?
It's in the butt.
Welcome back to Out of Our League, whatever the fuck this episode is.
I think we're on 15.
That sounds right. We did it. We made it to 15.
Woo woo! It's official. We're retiring.
We're old enough for a pop punk vocalist to be interested now. That might get cut.
Hey, we're old enough to drive with a consenting adult.
There we go. I
don't know why I had the consenting. Maybe because I was worried about the minor.
Well,
that was minorly offensive.
It was.
Right. Anyway, we're back.
We're back in the barn. If you've watched our live stream, we've still been in the barn.
We've been in the barn for a little bit.
Our COD 1v1 and we weren't in the barn for the trick shot video, but barn adjacent.
We were next to it. I'm going to adjust this.
Okay.
I'm so sorry to everybody involved.
Mikey forgot his mic pod, casting, recording, arm, shit, whatever the fuck. I'm cussing a lot.
That's okay. I doubt kids watch this.
I hope they do. Shout out Connor the taxpayer.
Dude, shout out Connor the taxpayer. Not a child.
Not a child. He's a taxpayer. He was chatting it up in the live stream. That was awesome. Everyone should
And your wife. Shout out your wife.
Yeah, and my wife.
If you weren't watching the live stream,
you missed out.
You missed out. There's a home run.
God damn. We're watching
Adam Duvall.
Who's this right now? Phillies versus
Braves. Atlanta Braves. Phillies are up 12-4, but Adam Duvall just hit a home run to make it 12-4.
God dang.
Phillies are up by a lot in the top of the 7th, so they're, anything can happen, but they're gonna win. Where do you want to start?
Well, I know exactly where we're starting.
I don't even remember where we left off.
The fucking Colorado Avalanche is where we're starting.
First
2022 Stanley Cup Finals. We did it, boys. We did it.
We did it.
We were a part of it.
Tanner was here the whole fucking
I was here
time.
The whole fucking time. Never left. Never gave up. Never
had any doubt that they wouldn't win the Stanley Cup. After they swept Nashville, I was like, oh, hell yeah, here we go. And then they beat the Blues 4-2. Yeah, 4-2. And then they swept fucking Edmonton. Connor McDavid, eat shit.
At Connor McDavid.
Yeah. And then they went up 2-0 against the Lightning, won both home games. Lost game 3 away, you know. I expected it. I expected a loss.
Yeah.
Especially them being back in Tampa. I thought for sure Tampa would win that
That's
game.
where they would lose.
Right. That was a tough one, though, because up into that game, Colorado hadn't lost an away game in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Tampa hadn't lost a home game during the Stanley Cup playoffs. So that was the game where it's like one of these records is getting broken.
Right.
Unfortunately, it was the Avs. They lost game 3. They won game 4, though, ending Tampa's record. Came back to Colorado game 5. Tampa won.
So then it would be 3-2.
Yep, 3-2. Send it back to Tampa. And holy shit, did they look unstoppable.
They were playing like we don't want to go.
This isn't
play
going to
in
7.
Colorado.
They said that they saw something before the game that made him go like, we won. Like, we won this before it even started.
Huh.
I don't know. I don't remember what it was, but I remember hearing one of them say that. Yeah, they just...
I'm very interested in what it was that they saw.
Yeah, they controlled the puck pretty much the entire game.
They were playing fast.
We were actually out here in the barn during that game working on a song. Tease? No?
I'll do a little tease. My band, who formerly was Boy Sleep, won't say the name yet because we're going to have
an actual announcement.
An announcement about that. I'll bring it up next time. Yeah, we were working on a song for my band.
Had the game going.
And then we got done working on music and
got to watch like the last 10 minutes or like 5 minutes.
Right. It was most of the third period.
Yeah. But you took a little video of me watching it on my computer, and
that was another thing. We were watching the game, and then the internet quit on your TV.
On the live stream.
Out here,
yeah, on the live stream. So I forgot to tell you. That was the game they lost at home. That was game 5 that the internet went out. I'm almost positive. Yeah, game 5 was when the internet went out because they were up 3-1. They lost at home. We were live streaming it, watching it out here. Anyways.
Well, you ended up watching the win on your computer, though.
Right. I'm talking about the live stream where the internet went out.
Where we were live streaming?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Because that didn't happen during us recording music. The PlayStation was just having a hard time connecting. I was able to watch it from the computer fine.
I knew there was a reason we didn't have it on the TV. Anyways. Sorry.
Whenever we were live streaming that last time, game 5, the internet went out with like 10 minutes left with the game tied.
Yeah.
As soon as it went out, Tampa scored. Jordan texted us and we're like, they just fucking scored.
Tanner was like, fuck.
It ruined my night. I was not that they lost. Like, yeah, I was upset about that. It was they lost. The internet went out. It just everything was going wrong.
Not a great time.
As soon as I went back in after you left, apparently a breaker had tripped, and that's why the internet wasn't working.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, so that's why we couldn't reconnect.
Someone didn't want us,
I guess,
watching it.
Whatever. We got to see the win. Mikey shaved my playoff beard. I cleaned it up a little bit. Now I'm rocking this mustache.
Speaking of that, here's the video of me doing that. Like I'm in a barber shop where I'm just like, so like that's how hockey works?
Yeah.
I'll just throw it in. Whoa!
We're back. All right.
Sorry,
that was
we
crazy.
time traveled.
Fuck.
Dude, we've been everywhere today.
Oh, Here's another clip. Let's time travel again.
Okay.
During the first live stream, Mikey decided to make a bet that if he didn't make a water bottle flip, he would rock a reverse mohawk. He didn't make the water bottle flip, so at the end of the stream, we shaved his head. Well, we shaved the reverse mohawk.
There's not footage of me missing it.
Yeah.
But in the live stream, I go, all right, if I miss this, I got to rock a reverse mohawk for at least a day. And you're like, okay.
And you see him throw and go, fuck. That was it.
And I did rock it.
He
And
did.
there's a photo on our Twitter.
And we'll
Anyway, we
travel.
got time travel.
Yeah, let's go. Ready?
Oh, hell yeah. Oh! Fuck.
All right. Fuck, that really takes it out of you.
Do you ever feel like, you know, when you had something inside of you? And
God damn. You got any baseball news? Anyway, sorry, one more.
No, yeah, keep going.
Big shout out to the Avalanche, man. Fuck Tampa. I'm so happy Colorado got the win. Cale Makar got the Conn Smythe, so MVP of the finals.
Oh, nice.
He also got Defensive Player of the Year
Not surprised.
and the Stanley Cup. He's the first player to get, what was it? I got to pull up this stat. It was something crazy. And he set a new record, and so did Jared Bednar, the coach. He's the only coach to win in the ECHL or the ECL. I think it's ECHL.
I think it's ECL.
Is it the ECL?
I think.
It might be ECL.
Either
Whatever.
way.
In the East Coast Hockey League.
It's probably HL.
Yeah. And then I want to say OHL and the NHL. He's the only coach to win all three finals.
What's OHL?
I don't remember.
Ocean.
Let me look. Talk about baseball real quick.
Oh, okay. So, first I want to bring up how the Angels and Mariners got into a brawl.
Oh, yeah, that was fucking crazy.
So the Angels and Mariners got into a big brawl. Can't remember who hit who.
I don't remember either. I can't.
I should have
think of it.
I should have written it down. But I had a batter got hit, and then the benches cleared, and then almost immediately, both teams started throwing punches. There was I think it was a reliever pitcher who broke his arm or wrist. He broke a bone in his arm somewhere, climbing over the fence of the dugout to go brawl. Broke his something.
His elbow.
Elbow?
Yeah.
Sorry, I started watching baseball. Wow. Okay, focus. There was somebody got a 10-game suspension, a few people got 9, and then it just trickled down. One dude had a 1-game suspension.
Mm-hmm. A translator got suspended.
Yeah, Shohei Ohtani's translator got suspended, which is
stupid.
Dumb.
Real quick before I lose this. So he's the only coach, from what I understand, to win the AHL Calder Cup, the ECHL Kelly Cup, and the NHL Stanley Cup. Now I gotta find the Cale Makar stat. Sorry.
It's good. I'm gonna look up who got what. Oh, so the reliever Archie Bradley fractured his elbow in dugout fall. So Archie Bradley, that kind of sucks. He's a notable reliever. The pitcher who hit the batter, it was Andrew. How the fuck do you say that name? Watnz. Wattens?
Something.
Wattens?
Wance? I don't know.
I don't know. But he drilled Jesse Winker, which, Jesse Winker is the Mariners guy. Nevin received a significant suspension. That's Kyle Nevin. I think he got 10 games. I think he was the one that got 10, and then there were other people that got the trickle down. Sorry, not Kyle. It was Phil Nevin. Sorry, Phil Nevin. And then I was trying to see if I could find a list of who got what. 12 people got suspended. All right, let's see. This is really bad preparedness by us.
It is. This is riveting.
So, Angels members who were suspended: interim manager Phil Nevin, 10 games; third baseman Anthony Rendon, 5; the pitcher who hit Jesse Winker, Andrew Wantz. They misspelled. It's Wantz.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
5 games. Assistant pitching coach Dom Cheedy, 5 games. Pitcher Ryan Tapera, 3 games. Rizal Iglesias, 2 games. Bench coach Ray Montgomery, 2 games. Interpreter Manny Del Campo, 2 games. Catching coach Bill Hasselman is 1 game. The Mariners, who got suspended: Jesse Winker, 7 games. He's the one that got hit. J.P. Crawford is the shortstop, got 5 games. And then outfielder Julio Rodriguez, 2 games. So that's a lot of games that people are gone for.
It is. That's crazy.
Not good.
No.
Neither team needs to lose people because they're not doing great. So, moving on from that, speaking of the Mariners, they picked up Carlos Santana from the Royals.
Great guitar player.
God damn it.
Is Rob Thomas out there?
Yeah.
Sick.
Keith Richards is catching. Yeah, Carlos Santana. That's a great pickup. He's a good hitter. Great
Guitar player.
spot filler. God damn it. And then my boys, the Blue Jays, picked up some bullpen help.
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Just kidding.
I was watching you as you did that, you ass. So their bullpen has been tired and lacking, and so they needed help, so they got Sergio Romo. But his ERA is like 8, which, if you don't know, that's really fucking high. He hasn't been pitching great, but another arm to give some other guys some rest is good.
Hey, I'm dumb. ERA, is that earned runs allowed? What is that?
Earned run average.
Fuck, I almost had it. God damn it.
So, you want lower because you don't want runs.
Right.
I'm trying to think of if you...
It's like a goalie's GAA, goals against average, that kind of thing.
Yeah. I'm trying to explain ERA the best that I can.
Well, while you think of it...
It's like, you just don't want a high one. Yeah.
Right. Sorry to jump back to NHL. Cale Makar is the only player, from what I understand, to win the Conn Smythe, which is the MVP of the playoffs, the Stanley Cup, the Hobie Baker Award, which is given to the NCAA's best men's ice hockey player, the Norris Trophy, which is best defenseman in the NHL, and the Memorial Cup. The Calder Memorial Trophy, which is for Rookie of the Year.
Oh, okay.
So he's only 23, and he's won that much. It's fucking crazy.
It makes me feel like shit.
I'm 26, dude.
I'm 24. All right,
Pain.
Think about this. Most of the Blue Jays are my age.
Right, yeah. It
Or
fucks
like,
me up.
If you really want to feel bad, there's 16-year-olds that play professional soccer.
Yeah, for real. What the fuck are we doing?
Making a podcast for
Making
about
a
4
podcast.
people.
Hey,
Hey,
it's
but
not
we
easy.
appreciate you.
Yeah.
And if you want to help us out, make
Share.
that 4 like an 8. Just share it with one person.
Yeah, that's all.
Just be like, hey, let's do this podcast. Pretty funny bits in there. They suck because they're not prepared.
They try to be funny.
But it's a good time. They talk about stuff.
Yeah.
I don't have any NHL news. We probably won't have any besides like notable trades.
The draft is coming up. I know Kevin Fiala just got traded from Minnesota to the LA Kings. I know Barry Trotz, the coach, former coach of the Islanders, turned down a job at Winnipeg. The Vegas Golden Knights hired... No, Dallas hired the former Golden Knights coach. The Flyers hired John Tortorella as their new coach. I can't remember if the Knights signed anybody yet. I can't remember if Vegas got a coach yet or not. I know the Islanders haven't still. I don't think. I haven't seen anything on it. It sounds like Kadri probably won't be around next year unless he decides to take less money.
That's disappointing.
Yeah, because his contract is up. He's a free agent now, so he'll probably go get the bag, which he
Come to
deserves it.
Seattle.
He
Come to
deserves it.
Seattle.
He was fucking huge. He broke his thumb in 2 places because that fuck of Vander Kane who cross-checked him into the boards. Dirty fucking play. Broke his thumb in 2 days. He was supposed to be out for 6 weeks. He was out for 18 days. Came back and started playing. Had the OT winner in one of the game they won in Tampa. Game 4. Had the OT winner in game 4.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome. Val Nichushkin was playing on a broken foot for most of the playoffs.
It looks bad.
Yeah, brutal. It was cool seeing Sam Girard get to lift up the Stanley Cup after he got his sternum broke in the playoffs. Do you not remember that? It was
No.
against Nashville. He took a hit and broke his sternum.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
I know where the sternum is.
Okay. You looked real lost, so I was just trying to
No,
help.
I just couldn't remember that happening.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't really think of much other hockey news off the top of my head. This one's going to be a shorter episode again. Because I'm just going to... We're getting back into it, but I'm on vacation.
Yeah.
So we're double recording today.
We're going to have a vid out for you guys. Let us know if you like those videos, by the way.
Yeah.
We know that Connor the taxpayer does, because he's been commenting. Thank you again, Connor,
Yeah.
the taxpayer.
Thanks again, Jordan.
And thanks again, Jordan. Yes. Our biggest supporter.
Yeah,
If there were
100%.
we gave out those captain awards to our guests. I think she should be our head coach, you know.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, she's
yeah.
our... You know what? You got captains. I'm going to bring in baseball. She can be our manager.
Okay. I
Not like
that.
manage us.
Right, no, I
but
know what you mean.
Yeah. Thanks, Jordan.
Thanks, Jordan. Congrats on being promoted to
Congrats.
manager.
Yeah, hope the payday's great. But I do have NFL news, actually.
Is it about Deshaun Watson?
It is about Deshaun Watson.
Let's hear it.
All right, so if you don't know about Deshaun Watson's situation, if you like sports, you probably do. If you like football, you definitely do. So we've talked about Baker and the Browns, and then they picked up Deshaun Watson. So that's my connection.
Mm-hmm.
A little throwback to when we were talking about Baker with Jesse.
I'm still pissed that we haven't got any news on what's happening with him.
Yeah, it's going to be last minute. But it kind of, this news kind of seems like maybe Baker might be just starting in Cleveland. I don't know.
No, from what I last saw, he's not staying in Cleveland.
Like, no matter what?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, damn.
I think, like, if he doesn't get a trade or whatever, he might just sit. Which, would you blame him?
No.
Right. But last I heard, Seattle is still the front runner for him. So we'll see.
But yeah, Deshaun Watson, he was released by the Texans because of accusations. I don't remember exactly what he was accused of.
I thought it was
assault.
I believe it's assault by a massage therapist.
Yeah, it was 24 counts of assault.
Yep.
He was acquitted of 20, and there's still 4 that they're... Or no, 20 were settled. I don't think he was acquitted. I think they were settled.
Right, he settled 20 of them.
Yeah, so that means he probably did it if he settled instead of was acquitted, went to court and all that. If you're innocent, you're going to be like, hey...
Nope.
Get that out of my fucking face, you know?
Right.
He settled for 20 of them. There's still 4 that are outlying, and I think the NFL is threatening to suspend him for a year.
At
But I
least
feel
a
like
year.
even if you have one, it should be forever. The NFL is really relaxed about certain crimes that people commit,
Yeah.
and then
Not others.
not others, which
Yeah.
doesn't make any sense. So yeah,
Wacky.
wacky. The Browns are in a sticky situation.
The only reason why I would want Baker to stay in Cleveland is for him to just fucking ball out.
Yeah, just be
Just
like, hey,
Go off.
this is what I do.
right.
He's got a lot of hate right now, and he's not going to be able to prove them wrong if he can't play anywhere. But
I think the
yeah,
entire
hopefully.
city of Cleveland still loves Baker. I think they are pissed off at the organization.
Oh, yeah. All the
So-
Oklahoma Browns fans are
Right.
done with the Browns.
Right. I would, if he doesn't get traded, I would love to see him ball out, just go absolutely off, have a career year, and make the Browns look fucking stupid, and then get the bag somewhere else.
Right.
That would be so sick.
Yeah.
But we're still waiting. NBA news.
Oh,
Kevin Durant requested. Did I say his name?
Kevin
Durant requested a trade. Had to slow it down.
from Brooklyn.
From Brooklyn, and from what I saw, Miami is one of his front runners, and the 76ers, I think, are one of his front runners. So
Is Embiid still on the 76ers? So
I
him
think
and-
Embiid like put out a tweet earlier today. It was like, "Hey, time to get KD."
that'd be wild. They're
Yeah.
two tall motherfuckers.
Yeah,
But also Tyler Harrow and Kevin
that'd
Durant.
be kind of sick.
That would be sick.
And Kyrie
Wait,
said
isn't
that
Jimmy Butler on the Heat?
yeah,
Yeah. Fuck. How did I forget about Jimmy Butler?
That'd be
What
awesome.
a nuts team that would be.
that'd be fucking lit.
If he goes to Miami, I'm calling it now. They're winning the finals. KD's not very good, but I think he's a piece that could help.
I agree with that.
Because Jimmy and
He's got the
Tyler
experience
are killing
too.
it.
Yeah, he's got the playoff experience.
Yeah.
Only got the one win though.
If he stays healthy.
Right. Kyrie opted to stay in the Nets. I saw that because he talked about getting traded too. He opted in, and James Harden opted out of a 1-year extension. Didn't he go to Philly? Where did he go?
I think
think James Harden went to Philly.
Let me look it up.
Anyways, he opted out of like this crazy extension in order to take a smaller contract with that team to help them get more pieces.
He reportedly declined a $47 million option with the 76ers.
Yes, that's what it was. So
He
not
was on the Sixers.
no, he's staying with them. That's what I'm saying. He declined this 1-year $46 million extension to help their cap space so they can get more guys. He's just going to take less money.
Oh. Okay.
I kind of respect him for that.
Yeah.
Because he's been quick to
He wants to win.
dip out. Well, yeah, he wants to
Yeah.
win, but he's quick to dip out of places. He got out of Houston quick.
Well, he stayed in Houston for a long time, but he got there quick when they were like, hey, let's bring in Russell Westbrook.
Right. He's like, nah, fuck that. He got out of the Nets even faster.
Yeah.
So,
The next, that was never going to work.
no.
All those guys are very ego.
I think they played 14 games together. Those three guys, Durant, Kyrie,
Let's
and
see.
Harden. I think they only played 14 games together.
Durant was hurt
Durant was hurt. Kyrie had to sit out because of vaccination.
because he's a dumbass. If you're not vaccinated,
Do it.
holy fuck, how have you gone this long without getting vaccinated? And then James Harden was like, fuck it, I'm out.
Yeah. I also love his move whenever he's tired of a place. He just gets fat. he just puts on a fuck ton of
He's
weight.
not like a toned guy.
He's not, but especially at the end of the Rockets, he really got up there in weight and then got to the Nets and just dropped it.
Oh, yeah.
And then,
It's probably easy for him.
you're right, and then put a little bit back on and got to the 76ers and dropped it.
I wonder if
So-
it's that he's eating bad or if he's not working out.
It's probably both. He's probably just like, I don't care. I don't want to be here.
Yeah. Camera just stopped.
Well, shitty.
Sound of my heart, the beat goes on.
I was doing the same. That was what I was doing. But
Yeah, but I did a fast one.
I was doing the intro
No,
of the
me.
song.
Speaking of music,
Let's talk about music.
Let's talk about it.
So-
That'd be cool if we had a little.
A jingle.
We're switching.
We're musicians.
Topics.
We could easily make jingles. So instead of doing one artist, we're still kind of mentally worn out and not ready to deep dive another artist quite yet.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like it is that mentally taxing, but listening to one artist over the course of like a day or two, their entire catalog, it's not always fun.
We don't usually get like a full weekend break either.
Right.
We love this stuff though.
We do.
Don't get us wrong. But we work
We want the reason
40
why
hours a week.
the reason why we've talked about restructuring the podcast to maybe making it every 2 weeks or whatever is so we can pick an artist and really pay attention to their music.
Take our time.
Like really sit down with it and take it all in instead of listening to it while we're at work where we're
Right.
going to miss a bunch of
Right.
stuff because we're working.
Yeah.
So today...
Like with
go
sorry.
ahead. No, you go ahead.
Like with the PD episode, I've listened to PD a whole bunch outside and at work. So that was really easy for me. And also before I actually recorded that podcast, I went through and listened to the songs that I had notes on that like weren't really super strong notes.
Right.
And then I had a really detailed episode, and that's the kind of music part of the podcast we want, is like the super detailed,
Yeah.
you be able to understand what we're talking about.
And we can remember what songs actually sound like.
Right.
Instead of sitting here and being like, I don't even remember
that
what
one
that
just
was.
sucked. So
Yeah. We can really dive into it and make it more of like an essay kind of thing.
yeah.
But you had the
Yeah,
idea
yeah.
to talk about like our top 5 releases of the year.
My mind, it's a
We're almost halfway done.
it's like a halfway through the year. It's
Yeah.
the 6th month. We're almost done with June actually, which
Yeah.
is wild.
So we're over halfway?
I'd say we're probably exactly halfway.
All right, fuck it.
What is it, June 29th?
30th.
30th. Tomorrow's July 1st. That's halfway in my mind.
Yeah.
Anyway, halfway through the year check-in. These are our top 5. Mine aren't necessarily in order.
Mine aren't in order.
And then I have one honorable mention because I feel like I can't leave it out.
I'm already struggling to remember what all albums came out this year, so mine isn't going to be in any order.
Maybe I'll go first. Maybe it'll help you.
I've got a few, but yeah, go ahead. Let's hear
Okay.
yours.
So first, this one came out earlier in the
Mhm.
year, and I
already
almost
saw what it
didn't
is.
remember
that
that
it
it
came
was
out.
this year.
Yeah.
It's Vince Staples, Ramona Park Broke My Heart.
Awesome
Really good album. Really
Awesome.
good album.
Magic and Lemonade are my 2 favorite songs, I think.
Yeah, Magic was a really solid single to drop
Yeah.
before the album.
Oh, and what's the other song? What's the other
Bang That,
fucking song?
Rose Street.
With That.
Oh, is that his
Are you with that? Like I'm with that.
Oh, that's not on this album.
It's not?
That was like last year.
Oh, holy fuck.
Yeah. That is a notable Vince Staples song. That's one of the best.
That's right. That's just off the self-titled. Holy shit.
Anyway, but my favorite, the whole album as a whole is really good.
Mm-hmm.
But my notable songs that I actually like took the time to, turn my watch screen on, hit the heart button.
Right.
Like I said, Magic, really good song. He had Mustard do the beat
Oh,
for that
yeah.
song.
Awesome. beat.
Super dope. Mama's Boy, Bang That, also Mustard. And then Rose Street are my songs that I favorited. So go listen to the album if you like rap. He's got slower kind of rap, because didn't you say like he was like raised on like R&B?
From what I understand, yeah, he didn't really listen to a bunch of rap music growing up. It was mostly R&B and I think like soul shit.
And that's crazy because he's very open about being a
Crip.
gangbanger.
Yeah.
Yeah, a Crip. But that's cool. These aren't in order. I'll tell you which ones are kind of in an order. My next one is Mom Jean's album, Sweet Tooth.
I still never fucking listened to that one.
It's
I
really
completely
solid.
forgot to.
I got the vinyl for it, and I got the shirt. I almost wore the shirt, but I hadn't worn this jersey in a while, and I don't know, maybe it'll help the Blue Jays. They're winning right now. My notable songs, this is kind of like the Vince Staples album. Solid. There's not a bad song. I
Yeah.
like all of them. My favorites, though, are White Trash Millionaire, Circus Clown, Tie-Dye Acid Trip, and 10 Minutes. 10 Minutes is my favorite off of this album. I think 10 Minutes is a little slower. I can't remember. It's been a minute since I've listened to this album, I'll be honest. And then... Sorry, I gotta look them up. I listened to them recently, though. One of my top albums for this year, Post Malone's album,
So good,
12
man.
Karat Toothache.
I loved that. I was kind of nervous about it going into it. I really loved that album.
There's not a skip.
No, especially my favorite is the one with Doja.
I Like You?
Obviously. Yeah, that song is so fucking catchy. Hold on, I gotta look at it.
The title's cool. I Like You, a happier song.
Yeah.
And then there's I Cannot Be a sadder song. So
Insane is good. Wrapped Around Your Finger I liked.
that's a great one, yeah. Give me wrapped around your finger.
Those are the three I
wrapped
saved.
around your
Were
finger.
Wrapped Around I Like You and Insane. Because Insane was like the most like rap song.
And he's not really like, he started out more rap than hip hop, but now he's kind of just like hip hop singer songwriter.
Yeah.
He does like way more slow kind of stuff, or just like poppy kind
Right.
of. My notables are Cooped Up with Roddy Ricch, Wrapped Around Your Fingers, really good. I Like You with Doja Cat.
Mm.
I Cannot Be a Sadder Song with Gunna. Wasting Angels with the Kid Leroy.
Oh yeah.
I don't really like the Kid Leroy's verse, but I like that song.
It's a good one still.
Euthanasia, that's my favorite off of this album.
Oh yeah.
And
It's
then
all good.
and then the Ender song is the recording that he did for Euthanasia, which is just like him playing his acoustic guitar, like
It sounds like him just demoing it.
yeah, and it's like there's no fixing his voice, there's no effects or anything.
It's
It's
just
just like
raw.
voice cracks and it's like out of key a little bit, but it's really cool. And it's just like the name of the recording is new recording 12 January 3rd 2020.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, it's a cool touch.
And then another one of my favorite albums that came out this year, they're a way newer band, Wet Leg.
Wet Leg would be on
Their
my list
self-titled
too.
album.
Really fucking solid album.
Their single that came out, Shay's Lounge,
Mm-hmm.
popped on TikTok, and that's how I found them. And then they got on like BBC,
Yeah.
and then their album came out.
You told me about them.
Yeah,
And I
they're
really
cool.
loved that album. I showed it to Jordan and she loved it. It's good.
Very solid. It's more
Like indie punk.
indie punk, folky rock.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of everything, but I mean, I guess you could.
Aren't they just a
completely
three-piece
encompass it.
too?
I think it's two of them. There's two of them on the cover.
I think it's three. I think it's a three-piece female band, from what I remember. I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong.
There's just two of them on the thing.
Oh,
I think when they were live, there were three of them though.
okay.
That's probably where you saw three of them. Anyway, before Tanner interrupted me,
My bad.
Shay's Lounge, like I said, their single before the album came out, really solid. Wet Dream is a good song. Your Mum is really good. One of my favorite lines from that is suck my dick, and it's always funny when a woman says that. Sorry, when somebody that doesn't have a penis says that. Piece of Shit is a good song. Too Late Now, The Ender is really good.
A solid album.
Just solid album as a whole, yeah. And then This is maybe my favorite album so far
Is
this
it
year.
Belmont?
Yeah.
I haven't checked that one out
Uh,
either.
Belmont
Another home
released their
run.
album Aftermath, and I liked almost all of the songs on the album. Super good. Who just hit that?
Is it Hall?
Another Phillies home run. They're up 14-4 in the bottom of the 8th. The poor Braves. They won the World Series last year.
God damn.
Yeah, it was Hall. I don't know him. Sorry. Anyway, Belmont is kind of like punk,
Mm-hmm.
and with this new album, they've added a little bit more of like the dreamy kind of punk feel to it.
More like shoegazy, like
Yeah.
bringing in synths and making it
there's,
more
like,
spacey.
synths, there's like a hip hop influence in
Mhm.
some songs. But my favorite songs are Parasitic, Bowser's Castle, which has a really cool lead riff in it. Pain Now, In My Skin. One of my favorites is Country Girl, because it's like
I have heard that one.
punk country.
Yeah.
It's so good. If
I
you're going
heard
to
that
listen
one
to
on
a song
TikTok.
off of that album, go listen to Country Girl by Belmont.
That's the one that had that one real famous like punk TikTok girl in the music video.
Yeah, whatever her name is.
Yeah.
And then Never Found. But yeah, the whole album may be my favorite so far this year.
I keep forgetting to check it out.
Yeah, that's my top albums.
So I agree
Not
with
in order.
right. I agree with obviously Vince, Wet Leg, and what was the other one that I did listen to?
Post Malone.
Yeah, Post Malone. All three of those are great. That was a dog shit pitch. Holy shit. I haven't listened to Belmont or the Mom Jeans album, so I would throw in No Pressure, their
Oh, yeah?
self-titled LP.
I remember listening to that, but I don't remember anything from it.
It's Parker Cannon from The Story So Far, his side project, and it just sounds like old Story So Far. It's sick.
That's fun.
It's one of my favorite albums. I didn't skip anything on it. It's a 10-song project. Is that another home run or is that a replay? That's a
It's
replay.
replay, yeah.
Gotta put this one in here. Dream Widow, that
Dream Widow,
self-titled EP.
That
It's
was dope.
technically Foo Fighters.
I forgot about that album.
I go back and listen to it all the time. I loved that. Snot's album was okay. He had better
Yeah.
singles than anything.
Yeah, his singles were the outliers for sure.
Yeah. Man, other than that, I
Oh, I almost forgot my honorable mention.
was that
Kendrick's album, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers.
haven't listened to that
Steppers,
one either.
sorry. Not Step Buzz. Listened to it again last night for the second time. Sorry, Jesse. He loves that album. He's a huge Kendrick fan. So whenever we do Kendrick, we need to bring him on
Okay.
again.
I've been waiting to listen to it until we do Kendrick because
Yeah.
I just want to hear it all the way through. I've never listened to an entire Kendrick album all the way through. I've only listened to the hits.
It's
So,
not my favorite of Kendrick. Like I'd rather hear other songs,
yeah.
but it's not bad. I can bring it up. I'm sure people are curious which songs I liked off of it.
There was another artist I was about to shout out, and I can't remember.
So I'm a bad person, and I didn't favorite any of these. So the first listen through, I was just listening. We were at work. Last night when I listened to it for a second time, I was mowing, so I was preoccupied. But I did like almost like a quarter of the album, enough that I would like it, and I was working.
Logic.
Yeah,
I really liked Logic's album Vinyl Days. I almost
it's
forgot
really
about
good.
that
I need
one.
to listen to it again. But I don't really think it's in my top running for favorite album this year. But it's a solid listen.
Yeah.
I think I overhyped it in my head.
Oh,
'Cause
really?
he was like, we're just waiting for samples to clear, and that was like 4 months ago.
Mhm.
And the whole time I was like, Logic's coming out at some point. When's Logic coming out? And
I've-
then It wasn't bad though.
No, I've never been like a huge Logic fan either. I started listening to him pretty late. In fact, the first album I think I listened all the way through was his No Pressure album, the one that was supposed to be his final album.
Right.
And that is easily one of my favorite albums. It's very good. So I've just kind of kept low expectations though. Whenever I heard he was putting more out, I was like, whatever comes out after that, I know will just be okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I was still surprised with some of the flows, and obviously the samples are fire.
Yeah, the samples are awesome.
All the production is sick.
What I was disappointed in is, like, yeah, talk about your previous label, but he talked about it a lot.
Right.
Or, like, whatever. Was it Death Row?
Yeah, Death Row.
He talked about Death Row a lot.
Some good, some bad.
Some good, some bad. The last song on the album, Sayonara, is just him saying goodbye for, like, 20 minutes.
To everyone.
It's fucking... I listened to half of it, and I was like, he's not going to rap, is he? And then I scrolled through the rest, and he didn't. Like, cool.
J. Cole did something similar on his last song on 2014, Forest Hills Drive. He sang a little
we
bit.
skipped that when we listened.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Man, I can't think of really any other albums I would shout out, but songs I want to shout out. Crawling by Slow Joy.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking
Slow
awesome
Joy.
song.
Popped mini viral
Yeah.
on TikTok. Enough that, like, if you're on music TikTok, you
It-
probably saw the TikTok.
It's like that
sick.
new age emo shoegaze.
What did they
super
call
sick.
it? Southwest emo? They're
Yeah.
from Texas. It's
Uh,
really sick.
Rotoscope by Spirit Box is fucking dope.
Yeah.
I love that song. The Home remix by Mike Dimes that has Jid on it. I wasn't crazy about the Drake album, but Jimmy Cooks with 21 Savage was good.
Can we talk about, like, worst albums? Because Drake's might be on my worst albums list.
It was just
Just to hate on him.
okay. It was just
Certified Lover Boy come out last year.
yeah, it was dog shit.
Yeah. It's
Uh,
not as bad, though.
This one?
Yeah, never mind, whatever it's called.
Honestly, never mind.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as Certified Lover Boy. My problem with it is the beats are just loops, basically. He doesn't really do anything super interesting to like progress the songs. The loops are interesting, but it loses, I guess, the coolness factor of the fact that it just keeps going. There's nothing new. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? If he would have like really done more instrumentation on it, whoever did the production for it, if they would have tried a little bit more, it could have been something
Yeah,
really
it's
sick.
fucking Drake, so
Yeah. What do you do? Well, that's the game. Phillies won.
yeah, Phillies definitely won.
I can't think of any other music to like shout out. Oh, fucking Ben Quad.
Oh, yeah,
They're
their
from
album.
Oklahoma.
Their album came out.
Yeah, shout out Ben Quad.
Really good.
Yeah. Got to give the Oklahomies
God damn it.
some props. I thought there was another Cliff Diver, I think, put out an album. They're another OK band. Well, they're another band from Oklahoma. Band
They're
from
all right.
Oklahoma. No, dude, they've been fucking popping off. They're touring with like Bowling for Soup and shit.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah.
One day.
Tomorrow.
Maybe when Bowling for Soup is like 70, a float will be. We're in our 40s, they're in their 70s.
Yeah. Finally. It'll be their holograms, though.
Right, yeah.
And your holograms. So I'm sure technology will get there. Whoa.
You got anything else you want to touch on? I mean, I think we're right at an hour. Let's take a peek. We're at 50 minutes.
Yeah. A little longer than we thought we were going to go. So that's good.
Yeah, not too bad.
Thanks, guys, for being patient with us. If you're a big fan of the podcast.
Yeah, we
We've
still
both
want to...
been going through it a little, and, taking a break is good for us.
Still trying to get my mental shit figured out. I had a doctor's appointment today. Got a 6-month prescription this
Hey.
time. Yeah, he was like, keep taking it. I'm like, yes, sir. I told him, he's like, my big thing has been anxiety, right? That's
Right.
been my problem, causing panic attacks. And I've been getting in my head about like every little thing that feels off with me. Like, what was that pain in my chest? I'm dying.
I do the opposite. I'm like, ow, my heart hurts. Oh, well.
No, see, I've been too in my head about it. My like jaw felt kind of weird, right? And I was rubbing it the other day, and I hit a nerve like in my cheek that made my eye right by my nose start to twitch.
Oh,
Whenever
weird.
I'd press it, it would like push out.
Weird.
And it twitched for like 2 days after that.
You're like, oh, no, I fucked it up.
Yeah, and so I it's like, hey, this is going to sound stupid. I hit a nerve in my face because my jaw felt weird, and it made my eye start to twitch. It hasn't done it today, but it did it for like 2 days straight. What is that? And he's like, that's just a facial nerve. It's how your face moves. That's normal. And
He's
I'm
like, bro, you got chill.
He's like,
It's fine. It's just your body.
yeah, basically. And I was like, yeah, that's what I thought. I was just making sure. Also, I was driving, and like I got this weird like pain in my chest. It didn't like hurt. It's like I pulled something, but I was driving, and as soon as I felt it, my whole body went hot. And I was like, oh God, something's wrong. I knew nothing was wrong, but I was like, I'm dying. Something's wrong. And I just had to breathe, and I was only like 5 minutes away from home. So then I laid down and was able to get myself through it. And he's like, well, that's good. Did you have to take one of your emergency pills, the stronger ones? I was like, no, I was driving and I haven't taken one, so I don't know how they affect me. And he's like, well, that was probably the right idea. I'm glad that you were able to work through it on your own.
No, are you listening to me? I said I was driving.
And then the fucking nurse, we were trying to end it. I just got to rant for a second.
It's all right.
The nurse, I'm in there. She's got the blood pressure strap on me, right? I'm strapped up. She's got the little finger clip on me. She's got the chip clip on my finger.
Right,
Yeah?
right.
Making sure I don't go stale. I'm sitting there, and we're like kind of talking, and I hear the thing beeping. I'm like, I've never heard it do that before. And she's like, hey, can you do me a favor and take a few like really deep breaths, like slow deep breaths? And I'm like, whole body goes hot. I'm like, uh-oh, here we go. So I'm just like, I do that for like 4 or 5 breaths. She's like, okay, cool, we're good. All right. I'm like, was something wrong? She's
Sorry,
like,
your heart was about to explode.
no, I was like, was something off? And she was like, your blood oxygen level is showing like 80%, which isn't good. It's back at 99 now, so we're good. I'm like, okay, sick, cool. I just wasn't breathing right, I guess. Cool.
Like, hey, real quick, can you stop?
Can you do the thing your body's supposed to do? It's like, oh yeah, sorry, I'm not doing it right.
Stop thinking about how to breathe and just do it.
Now I'm thinking about how to breathe.
Yeah.
This has been counterproductive. Let's thanks for watching, thanks for listening.
Like, subscribe,
If
follow us
you haven't
on-
watched the trick shot or the
True.
1v1, go watch that.
Share us with your friends. Show your mom. Hi.
Hi moms.
Hi, moms.
Howdy. Let's eat. Let's go make another video.
Let's be dogs. Let's go eat.
Yeah.
Let's eat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Billy
Biddy.
Eilish. That's cut. I don't want that. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now. We didn't do the...
Fuck.
God
All right,
damn
here
it.
we go.
Right.
1, 2, 3.
Bye-bye
Bye-bye
now. Oh, we did it. Nice.
Fuck.
God. All right.